Thank you, Dan. Okay, as Dan just introduced me, I'm Bryan Torok, charter member of Ohioans for Concealed Carry and vice president currently. I'm also the treasurer / chairman of our political action committee. And the first thing I want to talk to you about today is political action committees and what the difference is between those and a corporation, since OFCC has both, but the main OFCC organization is a corporation. OFCC is classified by the IRS as a 501c4 organization. Most of you are probably familiar with 501c3, which is a charitable organization which you can donate money to and deduct it off your taxes. Because we are a politically involved organization, we don't get that benefit. You can donate money to us, we're happy to take it, but you can't take it off your taxes. As a corporation, OFCC is not allowed to donate money directly to political candidates or to directly support legislation. That's where the Political Action Committee comes in. Political action committees exist solely to raise money to support candidates and legislation, and in fact, they're not allowed to spend money on anything else. So you can kind of see, in order to be a wholly, fully rounded organization, we got to have both. Your corporation spends money on lawsuits, on raising awareness, things like Dan was talking about in Northwood and Willowick. So, now that I've told you a little bit about what the PAC is, let me tell you a little bit about where you folks come in. First thing, of course, is we raise money to give to candidates who are pro-gun candidates, and who support the type of legislation we want to see passed. If you desire, you want to make a donation to a candidate, if you send it to us, you can write the check out to the candidate, send the check to us with the information. We'll gather together checks, particularly if it's a statewide candidate. Little local candidates, doesn't make that much difference. You may want to just go ahead and send them your check and with a little letter telling them you're a pro-gun person. But if you're going to donate money to a statewide campaign, you send the check to us, we put them together. Now I can send them a letter and say, well, you know, here we've got 10 or 15 checks and for the total amount, and we got this money for you because these people are pro-gun and they want, it has more of an impact. They know that it's coming from a number of people, but they also, it's a little larger sum of money, which makes a little more impact. The other thing that we could use, we really could use somebody who would like to volunteer and get involved, who's good with bookkeeping, accounting, maybe a little bit of an accounting background, and filing reports with the state. This last year my life personally has been really crazy and I've had a hard time keeping up with all of that. I would sure like to find somebody who might give us a little bit of a hand with it. Another area where we could use some help, if there's a pro-gun candidate in your corner of the state, sometimes we don't hear about those people. We don't, you know, there are hundreds of people running for office all over the state, and I don't care if they're running for dog catcher. You know, the guy who's running for dog catcher this year probably isn't going to do much to further the pro-gun constituency or our issues. But if he's running for dog catcher, maybe next time he runs for city council, and the time after that he runs for mayor, and then he's into a statewide office. And if we support him when he starts out, he's going to remember us and remember our issues, and he may be helpful to us down the road. And if not, he may know somebody who will be helpful to us. So that we need to know about. We need people who can do research. We have candidates come to us and say, well, they'd like our endorsement. And it's happened, unfortunately. We've seen somebody who looked like a pretty good candidate, we've endorsed them, and the next thing you know, I'm getting letters saying, hey, you know, this guy sponsored anti-gun legislation 10 years ago. Why are you endorsing him? We need people who can do a little research, look into the background of candidates, and let us know. I'm finding right now that even some very good pro-gun candidates aren't putting those issues on their website because it makes them a lightning rod to liberal anti-gunners. So, anyhow, if you're interested in volunteering or helping, information to contact us is on the website. We have a new phone system and voicemail system. I don't think we've talked about that yet at all, have we? Okay. Our old system had a lot of issues. It kept going down. We were missing important phone calls. So we have a new system now. Or email or private message in the forums will reach me also. So, thank you very much. Thank you for being here today. Mike Casey's up next.